Oh no! Princess Peach is in trouble yet again. Okay, hello everybody, this is Milesluigi. I know, long time no see. I figured doing a 100 Mario challenge would be a good context for an update video, so we're gonna go ahead and try to do this live while I explain where has Milesluigi been. And, oh, great, we have an automatic Mario course, so we'll start with the automatic Mario course while I explain everything that's been going on. What a great way to start the video! Alright, so, where has Milesluigi been? Well, I can actually let you guys know it was around February/March when two events kind of simultaneously happened. One of them had kind of just been one of those ongoing things that have been going on, and another thing that actually happened with relative to me at work. So first things first, is around February/March is when one of my graduate schools, it was my spring class, really started to ramp up just straight up in difficulty. It ended up being a really difficult class that involved a lot of writing, a fair bit of research, and it ended up taking away a lot of my time. Combine that with the fact that it was around then that I actually got a pretty decent promotion at work. It shifted my schedule a whole bunch, and it's a schedule I'm still trying to adapt to and not really great. Basically, I had to go back to working Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, as opposed to my 4-10 shift that I had been working previously. And the thing is, 4-10s makes it quite a bit easier when you have 3 days off. I mean, on one hand, you're totally slammed for those 4 days, but on the other hand, working, 5/8, quote-unquote, I say quote-unquote 8s because really I'm working 8 to 5 with an hour break, and it's not easy to do. So combine, really difficult graduate school with a new position, a new job, working 8 to 5, it, was really difficult to keep up. And the thing is, even after that graduate class completed back in spring, I'd still been kind of adjusting to an 8 to 5 schedule. I still kind of am. I'm pretty... Oh, that was not a helmet. I'm bad at 8 to 5 schedules is the best way to put it, and I still haven't adapted to it. My typical week here, it is Monday, I'm like super motivated. Alright, Tuesday, I'm like and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I am on like the brink of life and death. And I say that just because I've been really terrible at managing my own sleep schedule. Basically, I'll just leave it at that. I've been terrible at managing my sleep schedule, where once like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday comes along, sometimes I'll just come home, go straight to bed, and then wake up ready to go to work the next day. Because I need that sleep that much, and the thing is, that really sucks, especially when you're trying to devise around schedules and whatnot to get done with school and whatnot, and it's not so fun, and it leaves very little time, especially when you have a lot of other obligations and whatnot to do any Let's Playing stuff. And I think the biggest thing here that caused me to kind of stop uploading was the fact that I really wanted to get some progress done on Let's Play Metroid Fusion 1%. The thing is, it's intrinsically a challenge run where I kind of need to be able to be playing at least consistently, at least once a week, I would say. If I could be playing once a week, at least then, I could get back into the groove of the game. I guess be good is a good way to put it, because this thing is, it is a challenge run. It is one where I do have to get good at the game, and I was going weeks upon weeks where I really was just unmotivated to pick up the game again, especially under fear that this might be the only chance I get to play the game for 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then all of a sudden I'm not good at the game anymore, and ugh. So, that's the situation that I currently see myself in. I'm not sure if, honestly, the best path forward for me is just to cancel straight up Let's Play Metroid Fusion 1%, just because my current life situation doesn't really allow me to do a series like that anymore, even though that really sucks, because I actually do want to complete that series. But it may end up coming down to that. And I think I need to quit trying to force myself to make it the next thing I work on, because I know as a fact, as you guys know, my Mario ROM Hack series, those are... Oh gosh, I'm so dead. I actually had a chance to save myself, but I am so dead, wow. I do have a pretty decent, nice workflow for doing Super Mario World ROM Hacks and even streams. It's just a matter of having time for it, not being so dead tired that I come home, sleep, and then wake up for work the next day. So, and in those situations, once again, streaming is more so over technical difficulties. My gosh, this is going to be difficult because of the bullet bills. Technical difficulties is usually what sets me back, and the fact that I can pretty much only stream PC and Wii U stuff. I'm still really super tempted to get a 3DS capture card, especially since Fire Emblem Fates has been another culprit for me, sinking a lot of time away. It's a pretty damn fun Fire Emblem game, I can tell you that. So there's still that temptation to get a 3DS capture card, but at the same time, whenever I get that temptation, I always force myself to look at the latest progress notes on the Citra 3DS emulator, and I think, oh, Citra's getting pretty good. But the thing is, I have to wonder, is it going to be like the Dolphin GameCube emulator, where, oh hey, it can kind of get to a point where it works, but it's just always going to be mediocre for years and years and years until all the compatibility is figured out? And the thing is, the other factor, of course, is if I do want to get a 3DS capture device, the thing is I have to go through some other weird vendor, and in my case, I would really want to get a capture card on my new 3DS XL, which, you know, would take 6 weeks shipping and waiting, and, well, it may end up being worth it, though. It may actually end up being worth it with all the things I've aforementioned, and the fact that I do have quite a number of series that I actually would like to complete on the 3DS straight up. But what I am thinking about doing, and my path forward here, is first, I'm just going to pause my Trade Fusion 1%. I can't, in my current, like, condition, complete that run. I basically need, say, a week break from work or something like that to be able to complete that run. So I don't know if I'll ever get back to it, but that's currently what I'm thinking. And at least in the immediate term, I'm just going to get back, complete Mario Gives Up 3, because holy cow, I have put that series off way too much when I really shouldn't have. And basically focus on the Mario ROM hacks and the streaming as well. You guys might also be wondering, what about all the other like little mini-series that Milesluigi has done? And I honestly gotta say, let's try not to overwhelm me too much about the fact that I still have, you know, Super Mario 74 and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door Mario Alone run to complete. Is this level just straight emptiness, or was I meant to take the other path? I hope I don't end up just running into a wall that says you have to go. Oh wow, wow. Okay, what hell of a level. That's currently where I am thinking. I'm actually thinking after this announcement video, I'm just going to record a whole ton of Mario Gives Up 3. That way I can start at least forming a little bit of a backlog. That way when I get, you know, start getting crunched, because I have this fall semester coming up as well. Hey, new record, would you look at that? When the fall semester comes up, you know, I'll have something to be working with. And that's how I see things going on in the at least foreseeable future for the time being. Oh my gosh, why is there so many comments? How do I turn off the comments again? Oh my gosh, that is... Thank you. Oh man. I suppose I want to complete this whole 100 Mario challenge, so why don't we... I thought that would have turned off the comments. Let's go into the It's No You store! Oh, yeah, quite literally. They just go back and forth between each other. This level is the definition of visual overload, and it may not even be the designer's fault. I must have picked some popular level that people love to play. Anyway, what I was just about to say is that recently Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct where they're like, oh hey, our new console, let's not talk anything about that, because like, why would we want to talk anything about that? You know, that's the thing everybody wants to listen to. And no, we're not going to talk about our new console, and I gotta figure out how to get through those things there. I think I can use the springboard to push myself through, but the thing is, I already tried doing the Super Mario World trick of doing that. Oh, what do you know, we can do that. Hey, oh, come on! I thought that would break the blocks, but apparently no. It doesn't. Also, seriously, does that not turn off the comments? Oh, that turns off the... Oh, there we go. I apparently don't know how to turn off comments. Okay, now that I don't have super extremely visual cacophony, I can talk about the fact that Nintendo was, like, completely mum about its new console. And the thing is... Oh, I can probably get through these slots here, because these aren't solid? They don't look like they're solid? They look like they could be passed throughable, but maybe not? Okay, never mind, that's not how it's gonna work today. I actually really don't know what to do here. That can't be gone through. I'm just gonna say maybe I can kick the springboard into those aforementioned spots, although carrying the springboard with me is going to prove to be a huge hassle. I tried running right into the spots there on the platform, thinking that might end up doing something. Oh, I suppose I could kick the springboard into there. That's actually intriguing. I didn't know you could kick springboards through one-way blocks like that. But this is accomplishing a whole lot of nothing, really. No. Wow, okay. I don't get it. I'll just say this right now. I don't get it. And if I try to kick it through there, no. Okay, sorry. No, I can't have super puzzle level to contend with at the moment when I'm trying to talk about things. Sorry. Alright. So yeah, Nintendo's been completely mum about their new console, which is worrying because it's like, you know, you think you'd be excited about your console that you're theoretically releasing this upcoming March, and yet we know nothing about it other than all these billions and billions of rumors that keep coming up about it. Oh, geez, wow. Okay, I guess I'll have to just take that hit. There we go. And that wasn't so good, and neither was that. I've gone from power-ups to no more power-ups. This level has a lot of enemies. Holy moly. So, Nintendo's been extremely mum about the Nintendo NX, and the thing is, if a lot of those rumors are true in that A, it's a combo system that's both a home system and a platforming system, I'll be completely okay with that. Matter of fact, I think that's actually a very brilliant idea for Nintendo to do. But one thing that's definitely stood out to me, and it's something that myself and Higgs actually talked about, is it just seems like Nintendo really just doesn't seem to get things. And that's really evidenced about their latest Direct, where they make what should have been a real no-brainer smart move. Okay, super new Mario Maker on the 3DS. Okay, cool. You wanna know what I think of immediately when I think of Mario Maker on 3DS? I think, oh, that's awesome. I can, you know, download the latest courses that Higsby has made, and then play them on the go, and I'm just gonna keep running. And hopefully, okay, we can jump over the Chain Chomp, and, pick a god and pray. Alright, so, the thing is, I'm like, I can download the latest courses that Higsby has made or whatnot, put in my 3DS, play it on the go, and no! It doesn't quite work like that. It was like, wait, what? You play courses by Spot Pass, you can't share courses on... Like, that's half the point of Mario Maker. Just completely misses what Mario Maker was about. And just, oh my gosh, wow. And it's just like, stuff like that just leads me to believe that Nintendo just doesn't know what they're doing. Like, just their executive leadership level. Like, we're not even talking bad marketing, as is often attributed as the case as why the Wii U has done bad. Just straight there, C-levels guys don't know exactly how to lead the company, and the thing is, the people below them who are kind of making the shots that I'm talking about, you know, like Mario Maker for the 3DS doesn't support the core features that would be necessary, as we are now really high at the moment. Wow, okay. And I botched that jump. It's just like, ugh, and that's really, really disappointing, that just to see Nintendo continuously make bad business decisions, like what they're doing. You know, we want Nintendo to be successful because, admittedly, you're watching the channel, you probably agree with me pretty decently well that, you know, you like, at least in some degree, like Nintendo. You like their franchises. I think their franchises are probably their biggest business asset, honestly. They have a lot of really strong, lovable franchises. They've got, you know, lots of people love their stuff, and they just keep squandering their way either by making stuff exclusive or whatnot. I mean, look at Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go has been something I've been playing pretty decently as of late, and okay, that's not how you do that, okay. And the thing is, like, Pokemon Go is stupidly basic of a game, almost too stupid. I could go on a huge tangent, and I may end up behind how long this Mario Maker video goes on Pokemon Go, but I'll spare you that for a brief second here. But, like, Pokemon Go became extremely, excruciatingly popular, and you wanna know why? Because, you know, oh, I'm actually kind of curious where this pipe goes. Just because it's going, no, don't go into me. Oh, sweetness, that ended the level. I'll take it. Alright. But yeah, it's like Pokemon Go Explorer. Despite the fact it's really kind of stupidly simple game, it is, especially as somebody who has played Ingress before, which is way more complicated, way more team-focused, orientated, and kind of strategy kind of game. And you get to Pokemon Go, which is really simple in its nature. And I mean, it's a phone game. You could argue it should be simple, but there was so much more they could have done with Pokemon Go before, like, they actually fully came out with the game, and I know they're promising upgrades, but that's like a perfect example of, like, something Nintendo could have been doing effectively this entire time, and I guess I'm happy that they've gone with that, but, can you hit P-switches? Oh, thank goodness you can't. Okay, I was just gonna stand there and accept my fate if you could. But apparently you cannot. But it's like Nintendo just wants to stay in their own world on their own consoles and, like, not work with anyone else and just kind of do their own thing. And the thing is, I need to jump off this P-switch or just do that. Okay. Boomerang, shoot. It's like Nintendo lives in their own little ideal world that's still, you know, the NES Super Nintendo kind of days, and the thing is that doesn't really work anymore, and like, it's very frustrating to say the least. And yeah, at this point you can insert something rant, something Paper Mario here, but what I think I'm just gonna briefly talk about is the aforementioned Pokemon Go. So yeah, I was definitely somebody who... Oh, come on, are you serious? Wow, I am skipping this course just for that. I'm sure I could beat it if I figure out what's the right pipe to go into, but I don't want to play this stage multiple times to figure out what's the right pipe to go into. I don't want to do that. Alright, so yeah, just to be frank about Pokemon Go for a second here, it is kind of a stupidly simple kind of game. You pretty much, there's two things you do. You capture Pokemon, and you battle at gyms, and in one case you just kind of walk around and click on Pokemon as they appear. In another case, you mash the screen. And yeah, that's basically it. So, great Pokemon experience. And wow, this level, how did this level end up on the medium level? Is it because Bo Jr. gives everyone trouble? Or maybe it's a newer course that got uploaded recently. I still have not ran into a level with keys yet here, and that's kind of what I was looking forward to. So yeah, Pokemon Go. Stupidly simple. Kind of almost stupidly simple to a fault, because I've lost a lot of motivation to play it at this point, even though I really liked it when it came out at the initial moment here, and I think a lot of other people feel similarly. And I think the other thing that burns me out is that, you know, you have your 3 teams, coolness, and then you have all the gyms and whatnot, but then gym battling, you would think with the system that it has, where you mash screen and dodge to win, that you intrinsically can't have a broken system, but there are Pokemon that are just stupidly good at the battle system, just due to the way the Pokemon Go does its stat calculations and whatnot, and it's kind of sad and disappointed at the same time that ended up being the case. Strana! Oh, I didn't jump in time. I was about to say, I'm gonna do a leap of faith, but I actually think I need to ride onto the shell to get it across this spiky gorge here, so... but we'll see, once again, updates and whatnot, and we'll see what ends up happening with the game, and hopefully it ends up actually pretty decent. And was there a mushroom up here again? I totally forgot. I am running off on a completely separate tangent here as we are running around in the sky bridge of happy clouds, and yes, I definitely want to grab that mushroom if we're going to be crossing Spike Bridge of Doom and Gloom and Despair. And I want to say, if I duck right here, there we go. That ought to help too. Alright, so, shoot. And ride Geronimo! Little shaky shell on top of Mario's cap. But, like, I'm very far behind on a lot of games now that I think about it, even though I've been playing Pokemon Go. I still need to play Yoshi's Woolly World. I have not played that. And, well, now that there's a 3DS version come out, I may end up just getting the 3DS version playing that. Because playing games on the 3DS would be way more convenient than for me playing on the Wii U. I don't know, something about playing games on the Wii U is just inconvenient for me. It's the best way I can explain it. And I think it has to do with the fact that, you know, once again I work Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. I have limited time to play as it is, especially with graduate school, and, you know, other things that I'd like to get done, and wow, okay. Enemy hell, I'm surprised I made it through all that junk. Is these gonna dispense enemies too? You betcha! Podoba. Well, now we know not to hit any of the blocks here, because they're all going to dispense enemies. So, and apparently the level name is Detroit. Okay, sure, alright, yes, we're going to have a terrible time in Michigan today, is the obvious thing that this person is trying to allude to. Oddly, Potobos here is going to be what's the most difficult thing for me to dodge, but this should work decently well. Provided none of the enemies fall on me and I watch out for the hammers, I should be okay. I did not get into my... Wow, okay, you see the big zone of death coming towards Mario, and then the little hammer with its little arc, and I did not have much leeway for mistakes there. There might be a hidden mushroom here, possibly? Or up here, too? Oh, I'll take that. I will definitely take that, because I could stand to be able to take another hit here with enemy hell that's going on here. So, anyway, but yeah, playing games like on a home console in my situation is inconvenient, because not only do I typically work the Monday to Friday 8 to 5, but oftentimes on weekends I'm not even at my apartment anymore. I am basically out of town back in my hometown. Relatively speaking, I work in the city of Milwaukee, but my family and everything else lives in the city of Sheboygan, which is about an hour drive away. I messed that up pretty bad. I had the right idea too. Oh, let's try that again. So oftentimes weekends I'm up there, and the thing is, like, recording wise, like, I can do it. Oh, there's a mushroom in the middle there. Why did I come back up here when I knew there were hammer bros in there? At least I now know there's a mushroom in between. This is a surprisingly difficult level, mostly due to enemy spam, but we'll try to make it work. There we go. And we'll just get the fire flower. I'll take the hit. Maybe I just shouldn't be going for that specific mushroom. Anyway, playing games on the go is definitely significantly more convenient for me because of how little I am actually home to actually play on the Wii U and whatnot. And recording-wise, I can do things on my laptop. I've got a really nice laptop that can do editing and recording and whatnot. The only thing that's inconvenient for me, we're gonna pick up that fire flower again. The only thing that's inconvenient for me is my whole audio setup. If I need to record things, you know, out of my own apartment, I basically have to grab my really good microphone, the one that I'm currently not using. I do not know how these things work, evidently. We're going to stand in the safe spot here and watch the patterns here. Alright, so we're going to have to let this one go. And there we go. Did it. And let's hopefully we can kill the Goombas ahead of time there. Hey, we actually have a level with a key. Let's see if we end up using the key here, as we have now entered the ghost house kind of area, and everything's going to try to murder us, but thankfully we can now murder everything and get all of our one-ups. Wow. Yeah, I'll take that key. So, the thing is, I can record at home. It is a little inconvenient because I basically have to grab my good microphone. Ooh, shoot, I did not want to do that. I have to grab my good microphone, and I have to grab kind of the stand that I have for the microphone instead of the setup that I have here at my apartment that is just there. And I basically have to take not just that, but also the mixing board that I have for the microphone, because it's an XLR microphone. I'm currently not using it at the moment to record this video. I'm just using my headset. And I have to take all of that stuff, and I'm going to have to duck run through this or wait for a gap like that. Oh, hey. Well, we'll just let this thing go forward. Shit. Oh, I managed. This doesn't look so good. Duck, and pick a god and pray. Okay, good. We did good. We did good. We did good. There we go. It's not super convenient for me to record outside of my apartment, but I am capable of doing it, and I do have the hardware to do it. I've got a really nice laptop that can record and edit videos, and we'll take it. Wow, okay, thanks. Wiggler, the ultimate final boss, and I am definitely going to just spin up my way here to the end in victory! There we go. Other than the fact that this was an enemy spam level, I actually pretty decently enjoyed it. There we go, and some one-ups to help us for our troubles. So, I could record stuff at home is ultimately what I'm trying to say if need be. It is a little inconvenient, but I can do it. First clear! Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, first clear. No star for you. And we're going to go ahead and continue on forward here with the Sewer Part 2 by Tiger. Shit, thanks. I kind of want that. I kind of want that. When is it going to fly upwards? Apparently never. I'll take that, though. And we have another enemy spam level. I'm not even going to give this another try if I don't finish it. Holy Jesus, enemy spam kind of levels. You know, there is a point I wanted to make with Higsby, because he's actually uploaded 2 levels that I haven't played yet, and maybe I should play those sometime pretty soon here. But like he mentioned how like they barely get any plays, and I was just like, it's probably a consequence of the fact that, you know, not as many people are playing Mario Maker, and there's so many levels in Mario Maker. None of my levels that I have uploaded have been deleted, so it seems like Nintendo hasn't been deleting that many Mario Maker levels, at least relatively speaking, not mine. Maybe your Mario Maker levels got deleted or whatnot, but it seems as if that's basically the reason why is unless like people know you or are looking out for your levels, or you know, you share on social media or whatnot. Oh hey, I made a Mario Maker level, try it out, and you're somebody famous like I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Wow, but it was the guy who he used to do like Mario World ROM hacks, difficult ones, and then Nintendo was like no, and it was just like what the fuck. So then he was like Mario Maker Revenge levels that were like stupidly difficult, and he's now famous for that. I can't remember his name. Wow. I know the guy, I can't remember his name. What is that? Okay, apparently somebody put the disco music starting like a billion times over each other. Wow. We have gotten back up to 100 lives again. Hooray, we'll go with that. Anyway, unless you're like somebody like that and people are like looking forward to your next level, the thing is your level's just going to sit at like nearly no plays, maybe 1 or 2 plays, and then like no one ever plays it. So it's like you kind of need a community to be able to find and, you know, share and figure out what the good levels are. And the thing is, like, I guess the idea behind Miiverse is that it would be kind of like that thing. Oh jeez, Bowser spam. I can't bring Yoshi to the next level. Why am I trying to get on Yoshi? Oh, these levels, they tell you, these levels, and you know, this is the other compounding issue. It's like if you want good quality levels in Mario Maker, you kind of have to go off of recommendations and suggestions. If you just do these 100 Mario challenges, you get these cacophony of levels. Like, levels that, well, are only a little bit better than maybe RNG generated levels, so with various quality. I guess I'll take that. I don't understand the point of this level, but I'll take it. I think this level was supposed to be a gimmick level, actually, and I'll admit I'm kind of guilty of occasionally making the gimmick level or two. My favorite gimmick level is Mario is late for his date. You hold right to win. Oh man! All right, we're almost done here, so. Sorry, a song per my dad. Well, we'll let music play. Could have been better, but props for effort, because music levels, you need to understand music in theory and how Mario Maker works, and it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. I still have to catch up on my SGDQ videos. I have an archive of SGDQ videos that I downloaded because I like had no time to watch it while it was live. Like, I tried to catch a little bit of it as it was live. Wow, this is my last level, really? And I still have the Mario Maker race I want to watch, but I actually look forward to watching that, so I'm kind of curious how that ends up working. This is a shenanigansy level. You just have to land in the right spot. Thankfully, I have like 98 shots to get this, so. But wow, this really came past as a level. So, but yeah, going off the point I was trying to say earlier, you like make a level in Mario Maker, you can't really rely off of the community and 100 Mario challenges to play it, especially if you made a level that's intrinsically at least a little bit difficult, because it seems like the only levels that rise to the top are like the automatic Marios, or levels that get popular due to contests or whatnot, or, you know, sometimes you can make a decently good level, and it gets, you know, mildly popular, but it seems like you definitely need that. There we go, we got it. This was a total shenanigans-y, life-stealing level. I really should have just picked a different level, but it was so short that I was just like, yeah, no, we'll take it. So, but yeah, I guess if you want to be a successful Mario Maker and get those stars, you have to have some friends to play your levels, or you have to have a community of people behind you to play your levels. You know, if it was something that I was into more and I would need to have the time again, I think one of my biggest points of this announcement video is that I don't have time. I don't have time. I wish I did, but I don't have time. You know, it might be something that I would consider doing because this is a fun thing to do. But anyway, our course design for our 100 Mario challenge is this. So, to summarize this, Metroid Fusion 1% is paused indefinitely for until I can find time to get good and play. And we'll see when that happens. I'm going to be concentrated on Mario World ROM hacks going forward here. And trying to get a stream in here and there. We'll see if we can get a stream this upcoming... Wow, did I really just unlock the Mario by itself? Mario Maker costume? Sure. Coolness. We'll see if we can get a stream in this within the next week or so, and I'll have more word on that on my Twitter and Facebook, which I can stand to update. Anywho, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been Milesluigi. See you then.